Body cam video, the San Diego Sheriff's Department says, shows a deputy collapsing from an overdose after touching fentanyl is facing more scrutiny tonight. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Jesse Pagan. Carlo has a night off. Last night, the Sheriff's Department released the full body cam video from both deputies, each lasting more than 50 minutes. News 8's Kirsten Holmes showed the video so doctors and toxicologists. Kirsten, what did those experts have to say?
You know, just watching the video, you can see, at minimum, a medical emergency according to doctors. But the experts we talked to today who saw the full video say it only leads them to further believe this is not an opioid or a fentanyl overdose.
Paul 6, serve me 1141 for my partner. You all right, dude?
This video released from the San Diego Sheriff's Office is serving, they say, as a public service announcement about the dangers of fentanyl.
And we just got fentanyl too, so.
But doctors who specialize in substance abuse say
the chance of actually accidentally overdosing by being near or around fentanyl it's almost impossible, and there's been few to no recorded cases anywhere.
Dr. Brandon Del Pozo is a former police chief and now studies substance abuse. He says something is wrong with Deputy Fayavai, but it's not an overdose.
I don't think for a second that the officers staged this. I think that when you looked at the genuine concern on behalf of the training officer, it just didn't strike me as people putting on a show. It could be a psychosomatic component to thinking that you're about to die and falling over. Even though nothing's really going on with the opioids. All they know from what they've heard is that it could kill them in seconds. It elevates their heart rate. It could cause fainting. It could cause a panic attack.
And the nocebo effect is when you believe that something's going to hurt you or cause you harm, then you can experience negative symptoms.
Ryan Marino, a medical toxicologist, agrees, saying now that he's seen the full unedited body cam video,
I did too.
He's even more convinced that this isn't an opioid overdose.
He doesn't ever stop breathing. He's kind of rigid, eyes open. All of that stuff just is really not consistent with what I see. This was some sort of stress or panic reaction just from the fear of being around something like fentanyl.
The video is still posted as a PSA on the San Diego Sheriff's Office YouTube page with more than 2 million views in just 8 days. And Marino says that's causing more confusion at a time when the dangers of fentanyl and other opioids are real. Marino says this video leaves viewers and other first responders like police and deputies who come into contact with fentanyl in the position to have this type of reaction unnecessarily.
Law enforcement has a difficult job. They are in stressful situations all the time. So if we're able to take kind of one more worry, one more stressor off the table for them, that's great.
Breathe. It's all right.
The San Diego Sheriff's Department says that there were no toxicology screens for Detective Fayavai or Deputy Fayavai when he was taken to the hospital after this incident that was caught on camera. So there's no way to ever know or verify if this was indeed an opioid overdose from fentanyl or not. But keep in mind, that's normal procedure because the doctors we talked to say hospitals don't have to test for drugs to treat overdosing patients.
Enlightening. Thank you, Kirsten. Tonight, the Drug Policy Alliance is leading a petition effort to get Sheriff Gore to take down the video. In a tweet, they wrote the PSA falsely claims that the officer suffered an overdose from touching fentanyl, saying, quote, this myth leads to harmful policies that overcriminalize/harm but don't help people.